bustling town on the outskirts of the county of Greater London, Hayes was best known for its beautiful high street and flourishing wildlife. It now constitutes some of the most violent behaviour seen in the borough, including most recently a failed bank robbery where the suspect was armed with a machete, a fatal stabbing, and a suicide on the Hayes and Harlington train tracks. It is generally viewed as a bad place to live, however just under 100,000 people are documented to be living there as of 2011. This number could be much higher. But then the question stands, how do teenagers cope with life in such an urban environment? What effect do smoke signals and skyscrapers have on the human psyche? I visited Global Academy, a media school in Hayes, for interrogation in the hopes of finding an answer. So I've got like 3 questions if you want to answer them.
So, judge you for what?
You look like you're judging me. Thank you.
How I feel about the industrialisation of Hayes is good because it's going to improve the quality of life in Hayes. However, I feel like they shouldn't be just focusing on what Hayes looks like, but whether like the crime and things that happen in Hayes itself, because that's not going to stop just because like the buildings get bigger and they look nicer.
Well, at least people are moving out of central London, so that's good. Less people, less traffic, all that. So yeah, that's probably good. And you have more people here, so more people to meet.
Can I say minging?
Yeah, you can.
I say fucking.
Wait,
yeah. I feel like the buildings in Hayes are fucking minging.
Hayes has always been minging, but like recently with all the buildings coming up, it just looks like crap. It looks worse than it did before.
As someone who goes to school and has an education or an education life in Hayes, I will say it is rather distracting and annoying, and I don't think it's a good place to be around.
Everything I say after that will be I don't know, because I really don't know.
Yes, I actually do, because weed is becoming so normal to everybody that they're going out and they're trying other drugs that are going to be even more harmful. Like especially in London, there's so many people that do cocaine, and it is really bad for them.
I'm pretty sure, yeah. Not just with people our age, but with people older or even younger than us. So yeah, it is a problem. It always has been a problem.
Yeah, the drugs are really taking over our generation. Are you against it? For it? For it. All for weed and all for one.
All for weed and weed for one.
Yeah, definitely. There's a lot of people that I know that smoke.
And I won't say like weed as a gateway drug. I think that even friends that I've known for years have suddenly changed and gone, oh well, you know, this is something I want to go down. I'm going to start taking ecstasy and random other drugs that like are harmful. But this is a new way of rebellion. I don't think that it's a good way to lash out at the world that you're not happy with. So there is a problem. The problem is they don't talk about why people do it.
Or 120%. Like maybe smoke weed or use drugs.
Like 90% of people.
If I had to guess, people in and out of school, most of my friends.
99%. Probably like 98.
At least 40%. People who've tried it, that number would increase 75, 78%.
Do you think there are enough green spaces?
No, not enough at all.
80% of people in the borough of Hillingdon smoke weed, and 100% of people said that they know someone who has smoked weed. 420% of weed smokers enjoy smoking weed. A group of teenagers who agreed to be interviewed but declined to show their faces. They live in the borough of Hillingdon and are complete strangers, yet all find solace in drugs and alcohol. I've met them here in Uxbridge to interview them in some of the last few green spaces in the area.
I smoke marijuana and cigarettes. I smoke something probably every day, to be fair. The best place to smoke for me is probably a park or my house. Anywhere that's like away from people, because you don't want to bother other people with smoking. When I smoke weed, it makes me feel nice and relaxed and chill and just really happy, to be fair. We support the legalisation of weed in the UK because it's harmless to everyone and everywhere would just be better with it. Like, it's legal in the US in certain states, why can't it be legal here?
What do I smoke? Cannabis. Tobacco, obviously. I mix it in with the... I usually try and smoke it at least every day if I can get it. Helps me sleep sometimes when I can. Either my room, because any place other than that is quite dangerous because it's not regulated or anything. It's a bit shit. And possibly near water. Anywhere near water is quite nice.
Somewhere where you won't get caught.
When I smoke weed, I tend to feel my anxiety sort of calm down a bit. Obviously it differs between different strains, but ultimately it always makes me feel like I can cope with problems that I have in my life better than how I would before. And my anxiety levels are altering how I would usually feel in those situations to make calculated decisions.
I mean, when I smoke weed, it just chills me out. It doesn't make you do any stupid things like when you're drunk.
I'd say I would support legalisation of weed in the UK because I feel like a large part of the knife crime epidemic, gang life, is all to do with the non-regulation of weed, you know? That's basically it really. It's also it's also a known medication that has benefits. Sorry, yeah, this is really strong.
Yeah, I would support the legalisation of cannabis in the UK. Because it would take it out of the hands of criminals. It could be regulated, it could be taxed, raise money. Weed would be safer, no chemicals in it or anything like that.
Yeah, that's about it.
Thanks.
What a lovely video.
Teens of our generation are clearly upset with their environment. There are not enough green spaces, and the stress levels of teens that don't smoke weed are said to be at a record high. In conclusion, I believe that at the rate it is becoming more acceptable to smoke, weed should be legal by 2025. I'm your host Lizzie, and this has been I Don't Fucking Know.
Are you a heroin addict?
Yeah.
How often do you smoke heroin?
Every single day.
Why do you like heroin so much?
Yummy.
You eat the heroin. You don't inject it, you eat it.
Will you sell sex for £5 on Gumtree?
For some heroin. Everything.
Wow, fully addict.
Spice.
Oh yes.
If I just chucked a warm bag of spice right now, would you smoke it?
I would pick it up.
A
and
warm bag
eat
of
it.
spice.